DIY stuff. It's sweet.
It's hard as hell to do, but
If you got time, is there right and left?
I can't remember.
Yeah, there we go.
I just always remember because my thing's always here on this side, but I could have them on backwards. I don't know.
It says RNL on it.
Does
You
it?
probably do have it on backwards. Just because that's my luck.
Where does it say that?
Oh,
Oh yeah. Oh, I do have them on backwards.
there you go. Is it better now?
I don't know. We'll just do it this way. It's probably like conformed to my backwardness. It's kind of like those toe shoes. Every now and then, I don't get all 5 toes in all 5 slots. I get like 2 toes in 1 slot, and then it feels super weird.
I don't have any of those.
Yeah. I just got my second pair. I love them.
Do they feel like but do they feel barefoot?
Yeah, dude, my feet are already, like, I've only been doing it for like maybe 6 weeks,
Yeah.
but my feet already feel stronger.
Oh, is it an exercise?
Well, you're just constantly gripping with your...
Yeah. Well, see, I go barefoot 90% of the time, 99% of the time, really.
Well, I mean, me being on the mats, I'm barefoot so much, dude.
Yeah.
Because that's just my job for most of the time. But now, when I do wear shoes, I'm wearing those Vibram 5 fingers.
Mm-hmm.
I've been recommending them to everybody because it makes my foot feel different, like when I'm barefoot.
Yeah.
Like just when I'm running on the mat and stuff, like planting my feet. Your feet are maybe like have a lot of underdeveloped muscles in them, I've heard,
Mm-hmm.
and that I just feel it in the bottom of my feet more than anything.
So,
Right, but you never move your toes around, really.
no, but it actually causes you to, like, does it put resistance to where you actually exercise a bit with them?
No, I don't know. It's just like really like just having a thin slab of rubber on the bottom of your foot. I've been joking with people. I'm like, well, which would you rather wear? This shoe, which is more in line with like our natural way that we already are, or this thing that this dude who sold stuff out of the trunk of his car came up with?
Right. Yeah. We're not really supposed to be wearing shoes.
Yeah, I mean, and if we are, maybe it should be more like a moccasin or something.
Right. Yeah.
Like think about like a moccasin, pretty much form fitting.
Yeah.
To your
absolutely.
foot.
Yeah,
I mean, it's really like the thing I notice because I walk out on my gravel in the 5 fingers, and like it's totally tolerable. It doesn't hurt, but like stuff like that is like all you need is just a little shield so you don't have to like tiptoe on something like that. Right, and that's what that shoe is.
Mm-hmm.
Just a little like it's still you feel them like kind of hitting on the bottom of your foot or whatever the rocks, but it's not bad at all.
No, I'm gonna have to purchase some of that.
Well, dude, so we're gonna review the album. Have you listened to the whole album? Eat the Elephant?
Every damn second.
Dude, man, we were doing a podcast when you sent me the clip of So Long and Thanks for All the Fishes.
Right. Yeah.
And so like we were on the podcast, me and I think Rob, my buddy, we were on the podcast talking about something. Maybe I can't remember what we were. Maybe we were doing a Cobra Kai review, or no, this would have been before that. We just did that the other night. I still have to upload it. Speaking of which, segue, whatever. Have you seen that show? Are you charting this Cobra Kai?
I haven't seen it, but I'm so excited.
It's so good.
Is it good?
Oh, yes.
Okay. Oh my God. No spoilers.
Dude.
I gotta see.
Okay, the first 2 episodes are on YouTube for free.
Yeah. Okay. Good.
After that, you just watch them, and then you just sign up for the free month of YouTube Red or whatever. But dude, there's like it's definitely better than regular YouTube.
Really?
Like before you got here, I was listening to Tim Kennedy on Joe Rogan, and like, you know how like when you close an app or like you close the YouTube app on your phone, it stops playing.
Yeah.
It just keeps playing.
Okay, so that's what it does.
Yeah, that's one of the features.
I see that as one of the advertisements, but I wasn't sure if it did that or not.
There's more content too.
Really?
Like more movies. Like because I was watching Cobra Kai, like 3 ninjas came on. Rocky loves Emily.
It's like 20 years old.
24 is when the second one came out. 24 years ago, because I just shared this on Facebook, is the only reason I know, unless it was fake news. But 24 years ago, 3 ninjas kick back. Dude, then there was the third one, Knuckle Up.
See, the first one's the only one that was like...
It really is the only one.
My generation.
Yeah. The second one was pretty good. They like go to Japan.
Mm-hmm.
So that was cool. It was kind of like in Karate Kid 2 when Ralph Macchio goes to Okinawa.
I liked that one. Actually, I did, because the at the end the fight mattered.
Yeah. That was. I just watched that, both of them, because Cobra Kai got me feeling all. The first Karate Kid is great.
Oh man, the ending, man, it's
so good.
Get you going.
Yeah, it does, dude. I mean, it's an emotional movie for sure. But then the Cobra Kai tells it from the perspective of Johnny.
See, I put out this video, and I might be wrong here, but I put out this video where I had a theory that maybe the entire time through Johnny's perception, that maybe Ralph Macchio's character was the bully.
Yeah, no, that's it. That's what they play up on that big time.
Really?
Dude. Oh yeah.
You're kidding me. That's what it really is.
That's the whole premise.
Shit.
Is like there's all these flashbacks.
That was my theory this whole time.
Dude, I should play you like one of the montages from the first episode where like Johnny's driving in his car and he's like drinking, like the alcohol's like running out of his mouth, and it's like playing some 80s as fuck song in the background. Like,
so he's been like sitting there drinking himself to death.
Oh, and he's like 51.
His life sucks, right?
Yeah. And then one day he gets into a fight outside of a supermarket with some kids and beats the shit out of them, and goes to jail and gets out of jail and opens a dojo, brings Cobra Kai back. And dude, that's like Ralph Macchio is 56 years old, dude.
He looks great.
He does look great. It's amazing. Both of them are in it. I was feeling so nostalgic about it. I mean, actually, first Karate Kid was 84. But like when I was a kid, the Nintendo game was popular, and you can jink, jink.
Oh yeah.
Jink. That's the chopsticks.
That was 84 when it came out.
Yeah.
I mean, this is a movie that we used to play. We used to role play it when I was in kindergarten. I mean, like,
oh, dude,
it was a thing.
Well, see, then you had the second and third one come out, and like, I forget. I looked it up the other day. Maybe it was 86 and 89 or 87 and 89 or something like that. But you had 3 come out. And dude, here's something I just like, because the YouTube Red, like the autoplay works a little differently, I feel like, and it gives you more like, it was like giving me all sorts of like Karate Kid videos, like interviews with Ralph Macchio and William Zakba. That's the guy that plays Johnny's name. So that dude ended up going to film school, becoming a producer and all this stuff. Wow. And he and Ralph Macchio produced this. But in the third Karate Kid movie, Ralph Macchio is 28 years old.
Oh, he just had those childlike good looks, you know?
Yeah.
Dude didn't age.
So you've seen the movie The Outsiders.
Oh yeah.
Dude, I met somebody the other day. Didn't know what I was talking about. And I'm like,
no. What?
Emilio Estevez.
They didn't read the.
Dude, they never read the book.
That's part of like
that's
curriculum.
Part of like that's part of life.
Well, I mean, like
when you're in like 8th grade,
Nothing Gold Can Stay. Robert Frost and Pony Boy, man.
Dude,
they didn't know
golden.
Stay gold, Pony Boy.
Yes.
Right. That's childhood. They didn't know
really
what that was,
dude. It really is. I'm gonna pull up this track listing to Eat the Elephant so we can start. And just we could do this. I guess a couple different ways. I say we just play. I just say we play it in the background. If I could find a cool live video, maybe we do that.
Yeah, it's whatever you want.
But we'll just go in order, man. We'll just listen. So we're going to listen to Eat the Elephant and talk about it while we chat about other things too.
Sure. I'm John Warren, by the way.
Yes, third time guest.
For
first time listeners.
Yeah, if anyone's wondering, old compadre of Brian's.
Indeed, and they need to. So this is going to be our. I forget. I think this is like maybe my 6th or 7th Music Unraveled episode.
Really?
But you came on when we were just talking about Maynard in general.
I'm probably coming off as quite the Maynard file at this point.
Yeah. Well, I mean, whatever.
You know, people need to be on this train.
Yeah, dude. I still haven't seen Blood and Wine.
Really?
Gotta watch it, man.
Get on that.
Yeah. I just was charting it just a while back. We should do one over that.
Easily.
Yeah, then maybe like we'll do all this Maynard content and then he'll notice us.
Well, you know, it's worth a shot.
Hey, I'll tell you this, I'm trying to also go, so like Maynard's been training over at this place called Henry Aiken's Dynamics Jiu-Jitsu. Henry Aiken's is like one of Hickson's fastest promotion to blue belt, maybe his third American black belt or something like that. Like, I can't remember where he falls in the hierarchy, but he's OG, right? And he's like, probably in his 40s now or something. Ran Hickson's academy when Hickson moved away. This dude coincidentally is from Edmond, Oklahoma, and went to high school with this dude whose daughters go to my gym. But anyway, Maynard trains with that guy. And I just saw this interview of Dan Camarillo's seminar, and it clips to Maynard, and he's like, it was good. Thought it was going to be Dave, but it was Dan. Because like Dave Camarillo, I know who that is, and like it was just the funniest fuck joke, and it's like, is that Maynard? And dude, a bunch of jiu-jitsu people would have seen that and not even known. So the first track is Eat the Elephant. I'm going to throw that on. I think we can find a good live version of that.
You've heard all the tracks?
I have not heard every single track, so
okay.
I'm looking forward to it.
I can tell you a little bit about a lot of those.
Yeah, dude, you were breaking down. We were just texting back and forth a little bit about that So Long and Thanks for the Fishes. Okay, A Perfect Circle, Eat the Elephant, first time live. I watched this a while back. 7.1 thousand views. We'll go for that. We'll see what that sounds like. All right, cast it up on my TV here. That way we're not violating any issues. So the audience won't actually hear what's coming over the waves, but we do. I like that, whatever that sound is they're making.
See, what you're going to get here is what I believe is to be simplistic chording, but that's a good thing. Less is more, but I want you to hear the jazz percussion. It's coming. Yeah.
We're 31 seconds into this video, if anybody wants to listen.
Yeah, please listen along. Right.
Dum, dum.
It's a very percussive album.
I do like that.
I mean, the bass is always driven, A Perfect Circle, but
beautiful.
oh, it's like,
dude, I'm gonna bust out some not obscure Maynard, but something I just wanted to play on the podcast while you were here. It's actually a Pussifer tune.
Sure, yeah, I'll know it. The whole album is sex, I swear. It's just smooth red wine sex.
14 years since an Imperfect Circle album. That's crazy. Imagine, see, like, dude, the band Tool did this like seven, it wasn't even a show. They might have played some music, I don't know, but it was like where they sat down and like, here's how we've been recording the album. Mm-hmm. But some interviews from that, like, they're like, well, here's the dynamic. It's like, the stuff we're writing is different now because we're not as pissed off. Like, we're not as angry. We're not as young and like healthy or what, like vibrant, whatever. Like I'm sure that they are vibrant people, but like, just like saying like the tone when we're putting out like the Anima album is just going to be different than this one. And they were saying that they've changed as people. And then some of their older stuff, they said it's hard for Maynard to still sing.
Yeah, I was telling you about that.
Yeah.
But this, well, I mean, if you don't own it, just, you can just, I don't want to tell you to stop listening and just go buy it.
I'm going to buy it on vinyl when I go to the show.
Keep listening, but go buy it now because this could possibly be a magnum opus of our generation. Right here.
Definitely.
It's a masterpiece.
Dude, people are going to look collectively at Maynard James Keenan's works.
Yeah.
That's why, like, we could just talk about him for hours. Like, his background and like how he went to West Point and was in the Glee Club and all that shit is so fascinating to me. Like, you're a West Point athlete / genius. Could have been like a 3-star general right now or something probably, but chose to do this.
I tell you, throughout the album, though, as a musician, I was so impressed with everyone in the album. All the other members, really came
Dude, well, I mean,
forward.
Billy Howardell was
My God.
Adam Jones's guitar tech. Oh,
Right.
hey, so I saw Primus the other night.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
And Justin Chancellor, the bassist for Tool, he did like this whole background lead-in thing for Primus. And like that they played in the background before he played, Les Claypool played like 5 old tunes and then played his whole last album, The Desaturating 7. And then they did Jerry Was a Race Car Driver and My Name is Mud. Such a good one, dude.
Did he do a bass solo?
Dude, he did a lot of crazy shit. Dude, when they played Too Many Puppies, though, they got down on that one. Too many puppies. Such a good one, dude. I was losing it. It was out there, too. At like one point, he had his bow out, and he was like doing a stand-up. Just...
He's not from Earth.
Dude, I know, dude. And he's like... I'm sure as a vocalist yourself, you can appreciate, like, I mean, dude, who sounds like Les Claypool? I can't think of anyone.
And he doesn't care.
Jerry with the Race Car Driver. Like,
Nobody
that's sort of
sounds
like that is
yeah.
obscure
Yeah,
sounding.
Strange.
Dude, I've heard some less hardcore fans of Maynard and anything that he touches, not throw, yeah, we'll say throw shade at this album, like saying that they didn't like it or that it didn't sound like a perfect circle. And dude, I'm telling you, like, as soon as I heard the first single, was Disillusion the first single, or what was the first single?
Talk.
Okay, yeah, that so
Or The Doomed.
all right, that was the end of the live
if you could
performance.
play the recording version real quick, I want something.
Of Disillusioned?
No. I want to show you something special.
Which what do we want to listen to? Talk.
I want to skip to something beautiful real quick.
All right, let's do it. What do you?
No, this is not. I want you to skip to the recorded version of Hourglass.
Okay. See you later.
I want to get my first tattoo.
Of course,
Really?
getting your first tattoo.
Oh my God.
Yeah,
That's a big moment.
it is.
Congratulations.
Go you.
That's a big moment.
All right. Good luck.
Yeah. Man, I was 18. I was 18 when I got my first tattoo.
I was 19, I think. Okay, so which one? Hourglass.
Hourglass. Get the studio version. Because, man, you're going to want to talk about this. We need to get this out of the way. Because it was one of the last ones I heard when I was, reviewing this whole thing. Pre-reviewing. Yeah.
Okay, so Hourglass is track 10.
Suck this up your ear hole. No, you're not ready for this shit.
That's interesting.
No. Nobody's ready for
They
this.
have some interesting intros. Like across all the stuff I've heard, it's like oh, dude.
Right. Yeah.
What's he doing to make his voice sound that way? Like, he sings in a megaphone a lot.
Yeah, that's just a compression filter. Yeah.
I like it. That's what I mean. I like that he's doing that because it's definitive Maynard.
Yeah.
What's he doing to make his voice sound that way?
I was waiting for your reaction on that.
Wow.
I wanted you to hear robotic, mechanized Maynard.
Wow.
Wow, right? That's yeah.
Very nice.
Yeah. Yeah.
Dude, and that sounds like musically. See, some of the stuff I've heard musically does sound different from A Perfect Circle. But if you listen to all other stuff, you could be like, that's definitely A Perfect Circle.
Well, it's the familiar chording, like I was saying. It's the chords that they always use. It's the chord progressions they always use, which is genius. That always go back to those chord progressions. Yeah, no. Last night I was jamming the hell out of that with the bass woofer just turned up, you know?
Dude, I can't wait to get a needle for that record player. I need to do it like while we're on the podcast. That way I just know that it's taken care of.
I had the woofer just bouncing and I was just in my own world. And I saw this movement in my computer screen reflection. I turned around, my girlfriend was just dancing her ass off to this. I was just like, see, man, that's that groove.
Dude, it is. I love that electronic mixture with the classic sort of.
Oh,
because I mean, they did. What was that remix album they did?
Was it Emotive?
Was it? Oh yeah. Was it Emotive?
Mm-hmm.
Because they did one that had like 3 Libras electronic, and all this different stuff on it. You know, like all these different mixes on class, like a greatest hits remixes,
like Danny Lohner remixes and whatnot.
Dude, this is.
You gotta hear this
dope.
ending. This ending is sick. Yeah, I was really getting a handle on this album, and then this song came on, and I was like, I don't know shit. I'm blown away now. Yeah, this sent me for a loop. Yeah, this bridge, man. You notice there's so much keyboard, so much piano in this
Dude,
album.
I've been wanting to get like a little key synth just to play with in here.
Yeah.
Like just something just like a little but I want something that has like, I'm not going to get Logic and I don't know how to use anything like Pro Tools or anything yet. So I'm just trying to keep it simple. So I want something I can have some modeling with, you know, like some mixing on the unit.
Yeah.
I looked at a couple of different units lately. I'll show you one that I was looking at.
Roland is fantastic.
Yes, that's well,
but I'm old school.
Dude, it must have hurt us talking about it because when I pulled it up, the first thing that came up was this.
Check it out. This is coming.
This is the other one. Nice.
I know, man. They're gonna have to listen along with this. It's that breakdown at the end. See what I mean by a percussive album?
Oh yeah.
Right.
What?
And that's the ending. What?
5, 4, 3. That was great. All right, I'm gonna switch the tone up a little bit.
Tone me up, man.
The Tone Rangers. What is that off of? I think the movie The Breakup.
Yes.
Come, Gary, come. Come with the kick drum. Like I say that sometimes and nobody gets what I'm saying, but it's like that super like flamboyant brothers that Jennifer Aniston had in that movie. I think that's what that's from.
That movie was so depressing.
Let's see.
Sexy, but depressing.
All right. Here we go.
Oh yeah. I know it word for word, man.
Oh my God, dude. I just heard this for the first time the other day.
No.
And like I can't get it out of my head. Country Boner.
Yeah. Just the spelling. You know what's the spelling?
No, I didn't. C-U-N.
Yeah, right.
I wondered if that wasn't it.
My
Dude.
favorite part.
Oh my God.
The Judds.
It won't go down. Dude, have you seen Pussifer?
Oh yeah, yeah.
I want to see him so bad.
Yeah, I was
now.
very, very fortunate. I felt to see them.
Wow.
It was so intimate, so intimate.
I've heard that. Well, that must have been you telling me the story about like how fucking weird it was like how they like started out the show.
It was a 50-foot silk screen behind.
Was it you telling me like Maynard like comes up pulling a cart,
pulling a
This girl too, man. What's her name?
Karina Round.
Yeah. She's a dynamic part of the band.
She's everything, man. And let me tell you, I don't want to just sound. Yeah, this is like, I can't talk. I won't be able to talk with this shit because it's like hilarious, man.
Oh, man. Won't go down.
I'll tell you the story again. I just.
Yeah,
Jesus
just only a
Christ.
3-minute song or something.
Oh, yeah, there's Blazing Saddles. He was playing clips of this the whole time. Like their little comedy act. You know, it's so Andy Kaufman. He even had a look-alike that was doing a lot of stuff.
I went down an Andy Kaufman rabbit hole like
Be careful.
a few months ago.
Be careful. It's upsetting.
Oh, dude.
It's upsetting.
I'll tell you, I knew about some of this, but Tim Kennedy was talking about it on Joe Rogan's podcast, but I actually made a Facebook status about it, but it's basically this Nazi colony that developed post-World War II where like hundreds of thousands or maybe 100,000 German people are currently at or were in Chile.
I think I heard about this.
Yeah, it's Colonia. It's a weird word. I miss Dignidad. Colonia Dignidad. It's wild. Just saying, look into it.
Wait, no, is that the yeah. Thank God this is about over so I can think. Because that just takes over my entire soul when it's on. Okay, now you're talking about the Nazis that were in South America, you said?
Yes, Chile.
Okay. Now, you like, including the Fuhrer himself.
That's the theory. And like...
No, that was actually quite proven.
We spent... okay, so here's what we do have. Let me get the next track up, which is... What are we listening to right now? It just auto-played on me.
This is supposed to for The Remedy, which is... Have you seen this? Because we're going to get fantastically off track on a good thing. Yeah. But if you haven't seen this, then by all means.
Let's do it.
This is fantastic.
I'm going to queue up our next Eat the Elephant track.
This is The Remedy by Pussifer. This is all about trolls. People talking shit on the internet and stuff.
Bitches.
See, listen. 86. This is the best line ever.
Is that a Deadpool costume?
No, it's
a luchador or whatever?
No, Lucha Libre.
Lucha Libre, yeah. Maynard's hair choices are always great, too.
This song gets stuck in my head so bad. Oh, man. So many people need to hear some of these lyrics.
Yeah, there we go.
There's this lyric that'll play. I'm just wanting you to hear it. I think it's right here. I think.
Haters, isolators.
Now you'll know it when it happens. I'm holding you out, but I swear it's
those
worth it.
Pinstripes.
Yeah, right here. Damn it. It's going to happen, I swear. I think it's the chorus.
I sadly just didn't get into Pussifer until like recently.
It's the best. Talk about rabbit holes. Dive head first and love it.
dude, it's, Maynard is getting to the point now. It's like if Tool comes out with another album, and let's say Pussifer comes out with another album, and even if both of those things happen in the next 5 years, then look at the Maynard catalog, like how big that is. I mean, damn. Got to be a couple hundred songs, right?
I never did the math.
Yeah.
But I think that's, it's a lot.
Yeah, for sure. How many, well, I mean, if you just didn't look at the remix album or whatever, but A Perfect Circle had Merida Gnomes, 13th Step,
Emotion,
and then this album. So let's just say this has 12. So that's going to be, let's say, 45 songs between those.
Well, and there was the Donkey Punch the Night.
Yes. I like how it's in a boxing ring. I didn't notice that. Or a wrestling ring, rather.
Yeah. I just wanted you to hear that. Isn't that fantastic? Yeah. Yeah, that's the best thing ever.
Man, Maynard is such a worker.
Yeah, he's got the ethic. But, he's surrounded by people who work,
Yeah, he talked on Joe Rogan's podcast about just being almost like, he's like, well, I'll work out my logistics. He's like, I don't get in the way of myself by having stuff not planned out and having things not in place. Before I undertake something, I line out all the logistics.
Yeah.
And so I'm sure he's got like some life hacks and stuff he does, but it's so fascinating listening to him talk about everything. Because he hadn't done a shit ton of interviews, I don't feel like, right?
You can count on two hands probably the famous ones.
He's been on Joe Rogan I think 3 times, and then there's some documentaries out there.
He's done this new Revolver series. I sent you a piece of it, and it's hilarious. Yeah. But that's new for him, to do these mainstream interviews. Yeah. What do you got for me?
All right. Let's listen to this Jimmy Kimmel version of
the Jimmy Kimmel series of the Eat the Elephant songs are out of this world good.
Okay, yeah, let's do that. The next, okay, so this is, well, get it queued up. This is Disillusioned on Jimmy Kimmel.
God. Yeah. This obviously is about disconnecting from these things.
Yes, I know. I love the music video. I just want to hear live performances and look at Maynard and stuff.
Look at all the people recording it. Isn't that ironic?
I know, right? Did you see where Jack White won't allow cell phones in his shows?
He won't either. No, every Pussifer show, and I thought it was just ours at first, but everyone that was holding up a phone got escorted out of the building.
Wow.
Pissed off, but they were very clear about that. Well, look at all. That's what we're watching as a bootleg right now.
Yeah,
and that funny. We're the one consuming this right now.
I was just about to remark on that because all of these studio versions that we're going to listen to, I pay for Spotify. I can pull it up through the Spotify app, but still, man, I tell you, dude. You know who I saw on Joe Rogan's podcast yesterday, the day before, that was one of the best podcasts I've ever saw? Steven Tyler from Aerosmith.
I heard he was on there. I haven't seen it yet.
Holy shit.
I bet he's got some stories.
Oh, dude. Yeah, man. But it was all about digital music. Not all about it, but a lot about digital music and how little people get paid. And
oh, absolutely.
I think we talked about it. And dude, I've considered pulling my podcast off Spotify.
Yeah.
Because
I can tell you right now.
I think it'll fuck up my monetization in the future. Like I'm like trying to get 100 episodes.
Yeah.
And build the brand. And I'm gonna finally really geared up. I feel like in the next couple months I'm gonna launch, like, I'm gonna start doing a mad amount of history podcasting.
I think you should.
Yeah, I mean, it's just like the only reason I haven't is because I'm doing a mad amount of research and lecturing, and I'm getting my narratives down on like what I want to do. So like I'm gonna start recording and creating an online class for Civilization 2.
Sorry, we just got captured by cords.
Can somebody get that Mercedes logo off the damn stage?
That's what paid for the show. Sadly. Yeah, it's the Jimmy Kimmel show, so. Stealing a moment right there, isn't he? Listen to the crowd.
I got goosebumps.
Yeah.
Isn't it crazy how music does that, man?
It's the last remaining magic on Earth.
What about no touch martial arts, where I just throw you with my invisibility force field?
Well,
empty
that's
touch.
iffy.
Oh, it didn't work.
You know, I could. You want to go down a rabbit hole? We can go down that rabbit hole. I can talk about that actually.
Yeah, dude. I've seen some amazing things too. That I would say, yeah, that's not bullshit. It is remarkable though how much like total fuckery there is out there, like in terms of like charlatans and people that are like
Russian slap foo.
I did see a Russian bitch slapping contest a couple of days ago.
There's that. Have you seen the Russian slap jitsu?
No. I mean,
I don't have to
we
say
got
anything else.
combat jiu-jitsu now, which is like Brazilian jiu-jitsu competition with slaps. Not punches, but when you get the fight to the ground, you can slap them. And Wagner Roca, who's an MMA fighter, won the first like championship by just slapping the fuck out of somebody in mouth over and over again. You'll break your hand though.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I mean,
I slap a lot of times. I'm rolling with like one of my guys, a fighter. If I don't put my MMA gloves on, or we're doing gi or whatever, I simulate slaps for him because it's like, hey, cover up. Like, don't roll. Like that's something we've changed a lot. Is like, if I can touch your face anytime during this match,
you can get punched.
You don't let that happen.
Yeah.
And I roll that way. It's weird that I got it from Hickson. That's how Hickson rolls.
I think that's actually really smart, though, man.
Don't matter that we're not gonna get hit. It's like you can't do jiu-jitsu for self-defense without thinking of like that.
Yeah, I think that's really good.
Man, it's just like, well, like I look around. It's like out of all the people in my gym, a lot of people compete.
Mm-hmm.
We have a lot of people that compete, but they're the minority still by a long shot, right? And it's so I'd much rather just teach hey, yeah, this will work for competition, but try to teach the things that'll work for the most amount of people. Like it's more self-defense oriented anymore. Okay. So let's see what's next. The Contrarian. I haven't heard this one.
Very positive. You need to hear, you remember Tori Amos? In the 90s? Tori Amos?
Yeah, I think.
Yeah, delicious. He's friends with her.
I gotta call my buddy Jack today and tell him happy birthday.
There's a song called Delicious on there that sounded a lot like a Tori Amos song to me.
Yeah, I remember her. I just pulled her up.
The masterpiece.
Is that Maynard?
Yeah.
I mean, I can tell, but it's like he just keeps doing weird shit with his voice, which is totally awesome.
Okay,
but this is really showcasing like the variety.
You want to hear the variety? Can I see? Do you have a track list?
Yeah.
What's the
next up after this would be 4, and it's The Doomed, then So Long and Thanks for All the Fish,
Yeah.
which has some crazy vocal on it at the beginning, then it changes.
He's got a deep vocalization though later in the album.
Talk, By and Down the River,
Yeah.
Delicious, DLB, Feathers, and Get the Let Out.
Okay. When we get to Delicious and Feathers, I've got some comments.
For sure.
This is still on the high end of his vocalization. A lot of fantastic harmonies.
So this is our we listen to Hourglass. So yeah, we're on the fourth song of the album.
I'm hearing 2-part, but it might be more.
My boner. My boner. Dude, country boner.
See, there's that 2-part beautiful harmony. Explosive distortion. See, it's always been bass driven, so they kept that vibe. They never changed that. Drumming is like the drumming from like the Melvins, but it's got this jazz, these beautiful improvisations, these flourishes all over the place. Yeah, it's beautiful 2-part harmony, very close together. All these resolves going in and out. I'm speaking to my music peeps. Yeah, it's strange to hear them with these.
I texted
these
to
major
Nate,
harmonies.
and I said, Steven Tyler is your spirit animal.
You said what?
Nate Murdoch, Steven Tyler is your spirit animal. Because, dude, I was watching that Steven Tyler
funny.
on Joe Rogan's podcast. I was like, bro, this guy is Nathan Murdoch. Or Nathan Murdoch is this guy.
Yeah.
But just like the way he was talking, and he's just like, just some of his mannerisms and stuff. I'm like, this is like reminded me of Nate so much. I texted him and I was like, dude, Steven Tyler's your spirit animal, bro. And he's like, it's so true. But we were texting about it.
Dude, I've been rolling with Nate. I've rolled with Nate like 10 times, and he probably doesn't even remember who the hell I am, but I've rolled with him like 10 times.
Dude, he's been on the podcast. He sat right there in that chair.
Shit. Dude, he was the sweetest dude.
He is a sweetheart, man.
It's literally like the most gentle rolling I've ever done in my life is with that guy. Mike used to set me up against him every chance he got.
I remember,
he was like, don't worry, he will not hurt you.
I remember one time,
and he didn't hurt me.
I was rolling with Nate, and I just like first started, and he's like a pro fighter.
Yeah, that's when I very
this
first
just
started.
auto played and went to By and Down the River. Let's go and listen to that if you're done.
Sure.
But like I got him in an arm bar, and like we're like MMA sparring or something, you know, and like I'll go back and I sat down by Caleb. Maynard is singing, we must be quiet.
He's kind of sucks the old attention out of him.
No, dude,
Wow.
I know, I feel the same way.
Yeah,
like
he got you.
There's
Got him
been
in
several times that we've been chatting. It's just like,
You got him in an armbar?
okay, so I go back and I sit down by Caleb and I start thinking about it, and I'm like, I've been doing this for like 4 or 5 months, you know, whatever. I look over at Caleb, I'm like, you think Nate gave me that arm bar? And he was like, oh yeah. And I was like, Damn. But he totally did. Because, dude, I told this girl that I rolled with the other day, she's like really good. She's learning all these leg locks and heel hooks and like has an aptitude, picks it up immediately. And like, if you let her get you in a submission and it's one she knows how to do, she'll probably finish you. So it's like, I feel like kind of my job to let people get in, and everybody's job that does jiu-jitsu, to kind of put yourself in bad spots, work out of them frequently. And I especially do that with beginner students. Like, I want them to get in like finishing positions, and I will defend, get out if they make mistakes. But it's like, this girl doesn't make a lot of mistakes on the finishes she goes for, because it's the ones she knows how to do, particularly heel hooks. Holy shit. And like, if you let her get you in that spot, like, you're probably gonna tap. It doesn't matter what your rank is, you know.
She's got you.
Yeah, but it's like, I told her, I'm like, I might let you get me in the spot, but once you put your hands together, that's all you know. Like, I should have, you know, maneuvered into, like, because a leg lock's a little different. Like a heel hook, dude, if they get their hands together, you're probably gonna tap. So I'll let her get in that spot and see if she can get her hands together and defend. But once she gets her hands together, it's game over.
Some people just got it.
I like that.
Yeah, Howard L shows off in this album, man. He really... There's even a guitar solo in one of the songs. I'm trying to remember which one.
It's crazy that he's Adam Jones's guitar tech.
I know, what the hell.
I wonder if he still does that. Like, if Tool goes out on the road, if he's going to be Adam Jones's guitar tech. Or when I saw him, I wonder if he was there.
I mean, maybe. Hell, I don't know. I have no response to that.
I can't see him doing that anymore.
Yeah, you'd think he'd, rise the ranks.
But he's like, I've got my own Maynard band, Adam. You're going to have to find another.
I've moved down.
But that's got to be kind of an awkward deal. Like, oh, hey, I started a side band with your front man.
He's got his own band.
Howard L?
You haven't heard it?
No.
Ashes Divide.
Oh, yeah. No, okay. Yeah, I have.
It's fantastic. Really good.
I haven't really delved into it, though.
It's good.
Does he sing or what?
Yeah. I'm
going to look him up real quick.
It's real good.
Ashes Divide.
There's a music video.
Matt McJunkins and John Freese. Just a 3-piece, eh? No, okay, 4-piece. Another guitar player. Andy Gerald.
A lot of the members were playing in Pussfer when we were there. When he was introducing everybody, he's like, yeah, this is so-and-so. He's also in Ashes Divide. This is so-and-so. He's also in Ashes Divide. So
I'm noticing this, too. So many more bands are doing, like, you get, like, a core 2 people, and everyone else is a touring member.
It's because I think it's so hard to get dedicated individuals anymore, and I hate that. Believe me, I don't want to say a victim of that situation, but I've been there. I mean, 100% been there.
I love all the piano on this album.
There's so much, right? It's so, I don't want to say keyboard centric, but it's present in every song, pretty much. It's such a huge part of the album. Oh yeah, this is Feathers. Yeah, this has got an interesting vocal.
Let me go back to that track listing.
This is very near the end. Oh yeah. We've gone this entire time without mentioning a blood bitch, so I might as well mention blood bitches.
I mean,
just for continuity.
Yeah, I know. It's crazy.
Third time's a charm.
I'm trying to think if I've heard anything new. I mean, we could talk about spirit cooking.
Spirit cooking. No, this isn't the one with the vocal thing. But
This
it's
is the
beautiful.
11th track from the album.
Yeah, okay. I was thinking of Delicious.
So we still have Doomed, So Long Thanks to the Fish, Talk Talk, Delicious, DLB, and Get the Lead Out.
DLB is a transition track.
Is DLB, is that like an acronym? What's that stand for?
Nah, that I don't know what the acronym, or I don't know what it stands for, but
Dick Loving Bitch?
really?
I don't know.
Well, that's a beautiful guess. He would love that.
I'm going to go. I
If
know.
we're going to get noticed, it's because you just said that.
DLB, A Perfect Circle.
You just won
Meaning.
Maynard's heart with that.
Ever since I heard Country Boner, I just look at Maynard entirely different. It's an instrumental track comprised of a short musical phrases played on an older classical style piano. Hold on. It says what the abbreviation stands for. I just had to open the web page. Wait for it. Where's it at? Written by Billy Heyerdahl. What's cool is this album came out on my birthday.
Yeah, I think you told me that last time.
I think last time we hung out, we were still waiting on it to come out.
We had some
couple
tracks,
singles,
though.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, I hate it. I hate it when this happens. Like you go to a page, and it's like here, and Google it cuts off. It's like said something on the link I picked about means and I click on it. There's no text on the page it goes to. It's like I'll figure it out though.
That's just not fair. When you get a chance, click on that song Delicious.
For sure. We'll do that one next.
That's a fantastic piece. Yeah, this one's an epic piece. See, there's that 2-part harmony I was telling you about. That's just so good. You know, I bet him and Howard L pulled that off a lot live.
It's crazy that all of Pussifer and a Perfect Circle stuff is on Spotify, but none of
no
Tool stuff.
No Tool. No, I never. It's hard to get a lot of pay from Spotify, but at the same time, it gets your name out like crazy.
I know, that is.
Yeah. I tell you what's strange is I released a song on my SoundCloud, and it ended up on Spotify, and I didn't even, it just...
Yeah, no, that's... I'm on all sorts of other places because of places I'm on.
Yeah. That's crazy,
weird.
isn't it?
Like, because Podbean puts me out to iTunes, Stitcher, and Spotify.
Yeah.
And then Spotify puts me out to, Listen FM, and I'm going to say, what?
Yeah, that's portaling. I signed on to...
I first thought it was a good thing, and now I'm looking at it kind of differently.
Well, everybody's getting a piece, you know?
Yeah. Somebody, I'm not saying maybe not off mine yet, but somebody's making money off of people that do that, and it's not the people that are doing it.
Well, see, I'm signed to a company that will write me... I made sure of it, would write me an old-fashioned check, you know, after, about every $20 or so, I get an old-fashioned check written and sent to my house, so... That helps a lot to have a paper trail. And it tells me exactly where I earn all my money from music. I feel sorry for the listeners that are just listening to this. There's going to be a lot of dead air because we're just sitting here in awe of this majesty. But... comes with the territory of reviewing an album as we sit here. Oh yeah, dude. I don't even know what this is. So positively charged.
That's what I thought about.
So long.
So long, yeah.
This vocal though.
We don't have time to talk to you people right now.
Huh?
I said we don't have time to talk to these people right now. We're listening to this
I
album.
I know. These poor people. I'm sorry, folks. You're inconsequential right now.
This is delicious.
Yeah. Tori Amos, right?
A little heavier.
Yeah. Yeah.
I knew there would be some. I mean, a few songs had their moments, but still.
Yeah, positive though. Oh, that was,
Yeah.
It's major. You know, do you ever sit and listen to stuff like this and think, what if this would have come out when I was in high school?
Dude, I know. And man, I
How
want to
would this
do
have changed my life?
I want to do more of this on the podcast. Is like, especially when a new album comes out, is just listen to the whole album and just talk about it. I mean, how often? I mean, I know you may do it more than I do, and like I do it like riding in the car and stuff, but still, like, very rarely do I sit down and listen to an album from beginning to end. And there's very few albums that I like really want to do that with, honestly. But anything Maynard touches, I'll do that with for sure.
If I am truly compelled, but you see, I go on quest to find new groups a lot, and I do, and I'm a collector of amazing off-genre covers. I know covers that, like, rock covers of songs that are not rock, that'll blow your mind. That I could sit here and do an entire podcast with you on just the covers I found out there. It'll blow people's mind. I love cover songs that are done in a different style. See, the time signature changed. The tempo, yeah. Flourish.
Yes,
Right, see?
dude.
No, that was complete time signature. Yeah, see? Found enlightenment yet? Because it's there.
Dude, I love that. I'm getting the goosebumps again.
Howard L's showing off, isn't he?
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. He's like, it's insane. What track have we not done?
The Doomed, which is another single, and
Okay.
I actually have a music video for it. We can play that next.
What others?
So Long and Thanks for All
Yeah.
the Fish, Talk, DLB, and Get the Lead Out.
I think we're still missing one.
We did Eat the Elephant, Disillusion, and The Contrarian.
Did we do the Contrarian?
Yes, that was, I believe.
Have you seen this video?
No.
Yeah, there you go.
I love your hair, Maynard. It's great. Don't change anything.
Just don't change. These are the best lyrics ever. I'm going to check the track list while you're watching. We just started the Doomed for all those who want to listen along.
This is a lot of percussion, man. I really like
It's
it. I
a
like the
lot.
intros and the percussion and the bridges. Like, so many parts of songs that are just stand out. Like the song overall, but it's just like the composition that enriches everything. Like, it's unique.
There's Ehaw, I see, before he left. James Ehaw.
Yeah.
Yeah, he stepped out to go back to Pumpkins.
Oh, damn.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Is he not going to be with them when I see him?
No.
Next week?
No. No, they one of Maynard's old time friends stepped in to do it.
Bummer. So we got Billy Hardell.
Oh yeah, he's there.
Oh, Maynard's moving around now. Ah! That looks cool. Side of Billy Hardell's face like that. Looks like we're watching a Tool video. It's like one of the clay people. That is cool.
You know, I love this video.
I bet that Eha plays with them at Rocklahoma because the
I don't
Pumpkins and A Perfect Circle are both playing at Rocklahoma.
Well, they've already got a replacement though, so
Could be. Who knows?
I don't know.
Slapping the best.
Slapping the bee-hoss.
Yes.
Slap the bass.
Dude, I made so many slap the bass comments since seeing Primus. I'm surprised it didn't come up when I was talking about him earlier.
Were you in the audience like?
Dude, it was such an interesting show, man.
I guarantee it.
Really.
No, I mean there's shitty comments on everything on YouTube. You know, the most toxic place on the planet is a YouTube comment section.
Oh yeah, I don't even read the comments
Because that I truly believe this, and I'll say it plainly, that only people of a low IQ comment on YouTube.
I never comment on YouTube.
Exactly.
I don't even.
I believe
on
that
YouTube.
because they got something to prove. You know, it's a low IQ.
I try and
habitat.
get people to engage on our YouTube videos for the gym, just because I'm like, hey,
Well, that's
if
talking.
if you want me to do a video on something, put it in the comments.
But these, let me tell you something, man. Everyone said, oh, this is just blatant narcissism and shit like that. My 75-year-old mother saw this video. She loved it.
Oh, this video is unique as fuck, dude.
She thought it was fantastic.
I love the black and white contrast.
She said she got more out of this because it made more sense.
Billy Hardell freaking me out right now, dude.
She said it doesn't bother her so much that they're also incredibly handsome. I was like, well, they wouldn't mind hearing that, Mom. Fuck the dude.
See, cool ending.
Yeah.
Another cool ending.
Yeah. Whoops.
All right, this is another Kimmel Mercedes-Benz commercial.
Right.
Oh, what's going on here?
Oh my God.
Come on now. We're trying to listen to the music. There we go.
I think we got a little lag.
I'm going to start over. See if that helps.
Yeah, it's giving us some grief. There we go.
Yeah.
Crystal.
So now we're on to So Long and Thanks for the Fish. That is track number 5. Then we go Talk Talk. We already listened to Buying Down the River. Then we have DLB and Get the Let Out. We listen to Hourglass and Feathers. We listen to Delicious.
Get the Let Out, I think, is all that's left after we go through those. This is visionary.
I like the bass in this song.
Positive, right? But this song is a requiem. It is.
Yeah.
That's the thing about this album.
Dude, I want to say we were doing a podcast. My buddy was over and we were doing a podcast, and you sent me that and we listened to it, and I was just like, wow. If we weren't doing a podcast, we were sitting in here.
You know, this whole album, it's a come to grips with reality. I mean, yeah, it's decorated with abstract concepts, you know, and abstract words, heavy-handed words, you could say. But I'll tell you the truth, man, it's a requiem for what the world has become. And I hate to sound like, you know, an old preachy grandpa millennial. You know, I'm right at the edge of millennialism because
I'm
1983
millennial.
Yeah, 1983 is as old as you can be to be a millennial. So, you know.
A millennial grandpa.
Grandpa millennial.
I was born in 83. Were you born in 83, 82?
83, man. That's as old as you can be to be a millennial. Generation Y. They had to loop us in with millennials because we didn't do shit. But I got to tell you, man, times are so rough and so crazy right now. And this is a requiem for, I think, all those lost times. Of course, you never want to rebuttal with how great things are right now, but I don't know.
Dude, I'm still just trying to find what the name of, what the abbreviation DLB stands for. Like, right here, the abbreviation stands for, you click it, and there's no text here. Oh, wait, I think I found it. Okay, come on, read more.
You can do it.
Don't look back. It's not dick loving bitches.
Oh. Well, it's a double-edged sword, man.
Sorry if that was an insensitive remark. Bitches could be dudes too.
That's very true. You know. You know. Men.
Dude, I have to like edit this recent podcast we did because like somebody said something and they're like, oh, I don't know if that's politically correct. Maybe you should edit that out. And I was like, all right, whatever. And then it's like, well, since you're editing this out, and then it start like saying all these people's names and shit. And I'm just like, dudes, I don't like editing my shit. Like, creating work for me to do, so I got to go edit out like 3 minutes where it was kind of like the earmuffs part of old school.
Yeah.
Where it's like, so you say earmuffs, you can do whatever you want, cock, balls, anything. It's like...
No, I'll own up to the shit I say. Don't worry.
Yeah. Spirit cooking.
Spirit cooking.
It's an Aleister Crowley thing. I'm starting to pick up on like so many of these things that these like... people are doing spirit cooking is an Aleister Crowley thing, and there's been all of this weird connections with John Podesta and Hillary Clinton, and there's a weird ass picture out there, and this could be a fake picture like all of the pictures of the earth from outer space, but here's a picture of Lady Gaga.
Yeah, no, I've seen that.
Yeah, okay, so that's spirit cooking, and like what this is, and I'm sure that's like corn syrup or something, I don't know what it is, but maybe it's a mixture of blood, urine, semen, menstrual blood, all of these like stuff that so like, you ever heard of the Red Hot Chili Peppers album Blood Sugar Sex Magic? Sex Magic is an Aleister Crowley thing.
Well, you had me at blood, urine, and semen, so
yeah,
you got me now.
I know. I mean, it's some weird out there shit, but dude, I've just like so
what they're trying to do is harness power.
Yes.
Yeah.
Correct. Let's
Spirit,
go to
soul.
talk next.
Gotcha. Boy, that video right there, huh? You saw that?
Yeah.
God, disillusioned the video.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. We did. I think I did watch that on the podcast, like right when it came out. I remember just being like, dude. One thing I like too is just like, man, putting the headphones on. I mean, yeah, we're talking to each other, but like just sitting back here and listening to things in the headphones, turned up. It's nice. That's why I'm looking forward to the record player.
Yeah. Have you heard this?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. This is fantastic. Yeah, accountability is a big part of this album, I think. Put your phone down, be accountable for your actions. I think it's a big deal. That's a female voice, isn't it? I can't help but ponder if that's Karina. Might not be. I don't know. Man, I'm going to tell you, and I hate to sound like this, but she was so gorgeous in person. Such a intoxicating presence about her. Truly. Like, she did an opening set with her group, and then before Maynard, and she was just
What's the name of her group?
enchanting. Huh?
What's the name of her band or project?
She just went by Corina Round. That's her name. Just Corina Round, like the shape.
Jesus, talk like Jesus. See, this one's a little angrier too.
He covers all spectrums, huh?
I'm gonna go use the restroom real quick, bro. You need water or anything?
Very, very good.
All right, I'll be back in a second.
Podcast still going? I'm still
I'll
sitting here.
pause the audio real quick.
I can keep going.
All right, yeah, keep going, man. I'll just leave it. I'll leave it rolling. I'll be back in like.
I'm still
60
rolling?
seconds. Yep.
Yeah. All right, I'll talk. Yeah. So this album, in my opinion, is the most cerebral experience from beginning to end. There's a dog in here. Hey, Hicks. I'm being loved on by a big old dog. Yeah, but as far as like really breaking down the album, I can't say what my favorite song is. As far as really making a statement, I think Disillusioned makes the greatest statement of all the songs as far as disconnecting and getting off your phone, the silicone experience, and being a part of the world, experiencing actual reality versus virtual reality. I think Disillusioned is the best song for that. I think the whole album could possibly be a magnum opus of our generation, like I said before. And second favorite song for me would definitely be Hourglass. The percussion, the groove to it, so good. I am being loved on by a beautiful Labrador. Hey, buddy. My girlfriend's going to love this clip because she knows how much that dogs love me. Getting kisses. He just wants to be on the podcast. My girlfriend is going to absolutely love this clip. I got good kisses.
That dude, just can't trust him around people. Always jumping on people and kissing people.
Dude, Asia's going to just die when she sees that.
That's gonna be funny.
She knows. She knows.
He
that
runs
dogs
in
love
here
me, man.
periodically because Cora will like stick her head in and be like wave that she's leaving or something, and the dog will be like, "Oh, I want to put my head in there."
I was
Oh man.
No, it's funny because he's like, "You will not talk about this album right now. You're gonna
You shut up.
You shut up. We're gonna make out." That's what's happening right
man.
now. Yeah, this is just a instrumental track.
Yeah, just a
DLB.
couple of minutes. Don't look back. DLB.
Not what you said. That's all I'm gonna ever see it as now, though.
It's because we just listened to Country Boner.
Right,
And I mean,
we were tainted with taint.
spirit cooking.
Spirit cooking. Speaking of taint.
Oh man, what, dude? You know, that's two different theories. That there's this like power in blood, you know, and then like stem cells.
Okay, I could go off about stem cells.
Well,
for
I mean,
months.
dude, like taking the placental stem cells, you know.
Yeah, adult stem cells, which, you know, because they grow. There's so much growth in those, which, you know, putting it in layman's terms, it heals because of the growth. Like Mel Gibson's dad, you saw that whole thing. What the hell, right?
Yeah, he like
I know you
was
saw
on
that.
death's door, and now he's like 10 years older. I may have to go get my Mac cord here in a second. My Mac's battery is a little low. Got 12% left.
Yeah, the entire stem cell argument, it's not witchcraft in any means. I think it's something very interesting. It's just not regulated here in the U.S. It's not allowed.
Everybody goes down to Panama.
But it's
where you can get those intravenous stem cells, bro.
I mean,
There's a place in Germany, I think, that does it too.
It's cost a lot.
Yeah, I know somebody that got some in Bentonville, and it was like $3,500 or something to get like a series of injections.
It's injections, yeah. Just put you in some IVs and.
Yeah, I know. Caleb's sister just got some for her knee. She like tore her knee like she was getting married and tore her knee like the day before the wedding or something. Like had to like go down in like a total leg immobilized brace or something. It's the last one. Get the lead out. So let's recap. I like the percussion there. Well, kind of electric sounding kick drum.
Yeah, that's what that is.
Eat the elephant, disillusion, contrarian, doom, so long, thanks to the fish, talk, by and down the river, delicious, DLB, don't look back, hourglass, feathers, and get the lead out. 57 minutes and 7 seconds of track listening. And also Country Boner.
And here's the awkward silence we've been giving everybody. Oh.
I don't even know what instrument he is making that sound with. Yeah, I mean, it does. It seems like some sort of a...
I mean, it's electronic
sitar,
version of it.
electronic
it's
fiddle.
Strings.
Yeah.
God.
Like a plucking sound, but maybe a bow. I don't know, dude.
Yeah, it might be the plucking.
Dude, the sounds Les Claypool was making with his bow on that bass the other day, I was like, I can't even look at that.
See, this is just pure ear candy.
Dude, this might be one of my favorites so far. Suck it up, Buttercup.
What do you think it's about? Spoiler, this is pretty much the whole song. But would you want it to be any different?
No.
Right.
This is super unique. Like, that's like, I love it when like bands or artists in general, whether it's solo stuff, somebody you like like a Maynard, like they're like an archetype or whatever, that they like. This makes me look at working the pause there, dude.
Those pauses suck your eardrums out.
It makes me look at his whole catalog differently. Every time like a new like album comes out, like it makes you recontextualize everything, even if it's just to a degree.
Absolutely.
Like, that's what I like about it. Like reinterpreting people's works. Like I was saying about like, yeah, listen to early Tool and then listen to 10,000 Days and then listen to what they're going to put out next or this. Or
Each
listen
one is
to
a different
the
journey.
most recent Tool, A Perfect Circle, and Pussifer contributing. This, like, I love looking at things like that,
Well, Tool has always been Tool, and yet has evolved. And because of their study of lacrimonics, which is never having a beat. Like this lacrimonics, lacrimosa, crying. And that's where the never having a beat. You can't tap your foot to anything Tool because it's like crying. So, which is not what's happening in the music we're hearing right now, because it's pure 4/4.
Different direction.
2, 3, 4, 1. So opposite of Tool.
Yeah, I've heard like, and I may be butchering stories here, but like that, like Maynard will like certain songs they've done have like they're like equations. Like they like we're gonna write a song that has 10,000 beats to it, or
Okay,
like,
so like Fibonacci sequence.
Yeah. And there's some sort of thing with 10,000 days and the number 10,000 too that I heard, and it's not.
That's how many days his mother.
He did something with like a song on the album that had some. It wasn't the Fibonacci sequence that I remember, but there's some other significance of that. I know that I think we talked about that the last podcast. The 10,000 days is how many days his mom had spent suffering, or But yeah, I'd have to. I'd have to look.
If Tool focuses on lachrymonics, it's unpredictable beat structure, and that's his male form, the Tool, and a perfect circle is his feminine form, but is predictable. Then why is his male form unpredictable and his female form predictable? Because I don't want to sound sexist, but most people don't perceive it that way. Most people perceive men and the male form as quite predictable all the same.
What would you classify Pussifer as? Like an amalgamation of both?
No, it's his child.
Oh.
It's his brainchild.
Huh?
Easily. That's my answer to that. That's the child. And it's also his deep voice register for all the songs too.
Man, I love that one.
Yeah, I know.
I like that. I like trying
It's
to.
like it's like smoking a joint with your ears.
Cross joint.
Yeah.
Trifecta. Dude, I can't I like quote that movie so much. Pineapple Express.
Yeah.
We were working with the stability balls and morning jiu-jitsu yesterday, and I grabbed one and started bouncing. I was like, trying to get a scholarship.
I haven't seen that movie.
Danny
in years,
McBride, dude, is so funny. Well, that was it, dude. We just
My
listened to the
favorite
whole album.
Danny McBride experience was him, of all the movies, was him as Rico in, now I'm going to forget. I just remember his character was Rico in Hot Rod.
Yes. Oh, dude, I quote Hot Rod every now and then. Nobody ever gets it. Like, somebody will say something, I'm like, no. I'm the only one allowed to party.
Yeah.
And they never get it.
I like to party.
Yeah.
No.
He's like, you're like, okay, what do you like to do? He's like, oh, I like to party. He's like, no.
I party.
Dude, Andy Samberg is too funny. Too funny.
That part where she walks in, he's trying to look tough in his Hulkamania shirt, and he's just hitting an engine with a hammer, just hitting it. He's just fucking hitting.
Dude, was it Andy Samberg that did Dick in a Box with Justin Timberlake? Yeah, that's what I thought. Is my dick in a box? Yeah.
Dick in a box. Yeah.
Open the box.
Everything he does is funny.
I know, dude. Those guys are wearing me out. I'll tell you what else is good on Jimmy Fallon, when like Justin Timberlake comes on. Jimmy Fallon, dude, just go watch Justin Timberlake and Jimmy Fallon, or Will Smith and Jimmy Fallon. Dude, they do like lip sync battles and like all this funny shit. It gets me rolling.
My favorite Jimmy Fallon clip, hands down, is when dude, I always try to think of names. Now I'm gonna forget. Shit, he played Rocket Raccoon. Oh my god. Oh my god. Why is that the only thing I can think of him in? A-Team and oh my god. Silver Linings Playbook. You know who I'm talking about?
Yes.
He's like one of my favorite actors.
Bradley Cooper?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So they were filming the Jimmy Fallon's show, and they were talking about his Elephant Man play he was going to do. And they get cracked up for 10 minutes, and they can't get a clip to put on. They literally get so cracked up that they can't even record the clip. For 10 minutes, they have to record it over and over, and that's on YouTube. For 10 minutes,
dude,
of them
I love
just
stuff
fucking
like
up
that,
over
man.
and over and over and over and over in 10 minutes straight. They never do get it.
You ever seen? Well, of course you have, but the Will Ferrell cowbell.
Oh,
if you watch the background cast while he's
losing
like,
it,
Gene, I'm doing this band a disservice. I didn't play the hell out of this thing. And like, dude, I think it's Chris Kattan and Jimmy Fallon both are just losing it. And then Horatio Sands at one point, it's like, he speaks for all of us. And he's just like losing it. Like everybody's losing it because Will Ferrell is just in his art form at that moment.
Dude,
you know?
when there's certain people that can't be around him without losing it.
Oh, man.
And he knows it. And that's what makes it worse. And he went on Jon Stewart, and Jon Stewart's one of the people that cannot be around him without losing it. And he's just wearing a normal clothes. Everything's normal. And John's like, I just know you're going to do something. He's like, I'm not. I'm just here to talk. He's like, dude, I just know you're going to do something funny. I'm like, I'm not. And they're just sitting there talking, and they finally he gets John deep into an interview about it, and he just pulls a banana out of his pocket and starts.
Oh my God, dude!
Just eats the banana in the middle of the interview. That's it. John lost his shit. Like that's.
Oh man,
that's all it took just to eat a banana. I mean,
dude,
that's brilliance, though.
That's
too
much.
Some people just have that talent, you know.
For real,
performers, natural born performers, man.
Insane. Dude, I'm going to go grab my Mac charger real quick. I'm down to 5%.
Okay.
Hold on a sec.
I'm here talking. Here I am. So we completed our review of Eat the Elephant. Don't think about it. Just go get it. I know Brian and I like to veer topics horribly, but do what I say. Go get Eat the Elephant. Now. It's the best album this year, hands down. Know what I'm saying, bro?
I do, bro.
I'm giving it my seal of best album this year.
I mean, I'd say it's safe to say that we're not going to see a Tool album in 2018.
I don't think so. I think it's 2019. If.
I mean, what's Pussifer doing? Are they on tour? I think they just wrapped up a tour. My buddy Colby was telling me.
God, he works, man. They all work.
I know, dude. Yeah. It's crazy how much. But two, I say this. It's like when all your efforts are focused in a single direction type of a deal, like my gym, or like when because people are like, oh man, well look at what you done here, and I'm like, yeah, I've been doing it like every day in a row for like 10 years.
I was there. Yeah.
You know, I mean, it's you know, it's so it's that kind of sort of collective working on the same thing. Like, oh, hey, I got this gym, let's make it better, and it just evolves. It becomes better.
A complete lack of work ethic is plaguing the world.
I know, man. That's that Tim Kennedy on Joe Rogan I was mentioning earlier when we talked about that Nazi colony. He was talking about. He said it's actually harder, and I don't know if I agree with it 100%, but I get what they're saying. He's like, there's a smaller pool of people that can actually get into the armed forces in general than can go to college in the United States. Jesus. And so, but he was talking particularly about special forces. Oh, that draws the pool down even more.
Yeah.
So it's like, okay, you smoke weed, you're out. Yeah. You're asthmatic, you're out. You don't have good vision, you're out. You know, you're over. I don't know about that, but maybe
it in there.
Maybe
no, they can't serve military now.
I can't remember what the rules were, but but yeah, you just take all these groups out, and then it's like, but you know what? Anybody can get a student loan.
Anybody,
and can get into pretty much any college.
Yes, sir. You know, I would have not gone to college if I had to take out a loan, but that was a parental thing. I found a way to go. You know, that I wouldn't have to take out a loan because I knew that debt is never worth it to me, ever. If I can't pay for something.
I get student loans, for sure.
Well, everyone, you know, I could not do it. I could not do it, and I'm thankful now because I went through some stuff that debt would have put me under. It's one of those things. I had to find other ways, you know, and because debt will cripple you real bad if you're not careful. And that's another thing. How easy is it to get a credit card?
Oh, yeah, super easy. I had one when I was like 19. I don't, you know, we have one for our business that we rarely use, honestly. And then We have another one that we use for like getting gas and stuff.
I have like 20 friends that are just destroyed because of credit card debt.
Yeah, I mean, if it's not that, it's like we said, it's student loans. Like, so that's like why I'm part of the reason why I'm teaching history on the side is because it gives me a pretty good income to pay that back.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so that's a positive, and I enjoy doing it. It's only work on the front end, like this Western Civilization course I'm teaching now. We're good. Like, that's never going to be an issue teaching that course again. I went through, there's like, I'll tell you how many main sections there are, and then I'll tell you what I did. If we just put it into larger categories, the Renaissance, Age of Exploration, the Reformation, the Age of Absolutism, so like Scientific Revolution, Enlightenment, French Revolution, Napoleon. And then after that, you get like German Unification, Age of Metternich is one, this other revolution, 1848, Second Industrial Revolution. Then it goes World War I and World War II and Cold War. So it's like, I've already gone through, I actually didn't get to World War II and the Cold War, so I have to write my lectures for those sections, but I've had classes on both of those things in college. But, like I was able to go through the Age of Exploration, which is like 5 different categories I cover. And then the Renaissance, which is, I do 3 sort of large categories that I lecture about. Italian Renaissance, the Northern Renaissance in Europe, and then just art in the Renaissance, art and architecture. But then, so I brushed up the Renaissance, Age of Exploration, and World War I, which I'm lecturing on Tuesday for this committee. And, but I was able to brush all that up from just like last semester's work in like a few hours, like 2 or 3 hours, and make it to where it's like bolded terms, no transposition errors in my lecture notes, and a matching. I do like a key terms and like a couple maps and pictures and stuff for a PowerPoint. I'm not big on putting text on a PowerPoint, but yeah.
Man, I took a class, 4,000 level, on Baroque and Renaissance and Baroque, and you can basically get lost in Renaissance and Baroque, and especially just in Versailles.
Oh, dude, Versailles. Yeah, that's like why I mentioned that Age of Absolutism. Dude, I love French history until like Napoleon, right?
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's so fascinating because like France was the on top power from like Louis XIV until Napoleon, until the fall of Napoleon. And then that like, I'm not saying, yeah, no, that's it. That was it for them. Since then, in my view, they've been, you know, formed, but like you look at World War II, it's like they fell like completely in less than a week. They were pretty much done for in a day when Germany invaded. And then moving forward after that, they were occupied all throughout World War II, split down the middle, Vichy France, and just crazy though. Really crazy if you think about how, because like when, like back when Versailles was constructed by Louis XIV,
right,
all mirrors and all that, they were on top, man, and they stayed on top.
So much pomp and circumstance with everything too, and they were just such an empire.
It's even crazy. Like, so after the French Revolution, you get the rise of Napoleon. That's crazy. Like they went to, like, society was going to total shit. Like, cause like the third phase, like, of the French Revolution, when the Reign of Terror ensues, and 16 to 40,000 people are killed, 16,000 by guillotine,
right,
up to 40,000 total deaths. Those were like, that was like that sort of the height of the revolution. Then the Directory comes in, then Napoleon comes in. So like it kind of like,
oh yeah, they chopped Marie Antoinette's head off.
And Louis XVI.
Louis XVI,
both,
yeah.
Dude. Yeah, I like those. Are like, I got pictures of. There's this painting of this guy named, I think his name is Jean-Jacques David.
Yeah.
Yeah, he got pictures, and then like he didn't. I think he drew a picture of, he definitely did Louis the 16th's execution. I think he did Marie Antoinette's, but he did a sketch of her going to the guillotine, like in the little car.
Oh, I've seen
with
that.
with her hair all cut short and stuff.
God.
And, like, it wasn't like a painting or a portrait. It was just like a sketched it real quick, and that's a cool piece of art that I brought up in when we went over the French Revolution. I loved going over that with people. That was super.
I think
fun.
history is so important because it just shows everything we've been through. I know that's a cliche thing to say, but it helps with, in my opinion, it shows that maybe we could do a little better with our coping mechanisms, because people have been through a lot worse than our safe little society.
I know.
And I
think
say
about
this
that sometimes
today.
dude.
You know, there was a horrible school shooting, and times are tough right now. So I know I'm a oxymoron right now, but I mean, times, even though there's so many bad things happen right now and things are going to hell in many ways, we still live in the safest society, and everyone's so, there's a terrible work ethic. That goes without saying, but in history, the work ethic had to have been better, or you would die. And now there's so many ways that you can be taken care of. But also, I mean, my God, can you imagine? Nowadays, we're so privileged for coping mechanisms. Like, oh man, I just can't deal. I better have I can put a vest on a dog and take it shopping with me.
Dude, no more ferrets on Southwest Airlines. I don't know if you heard.
What?
I know you're talking about your ferret, Lorenzo.
I
before
sure
the
as hell wouldn't
podcast.
take him on an airplane.
Yeah, no, you can't have service. There's like the
I heard
airlines.
about-
I
they
mean,
had to-
maybe it's all
They had to
airlines.
flush a hamster down the toilet, but I didn't. Did you hear about that?
Yeah.
Okay, well, I know about a ferret. What happened on the ferret?
Well,
With
they
the
just
ferret?
released this big list of things you can't have on airlines now, and a ferret was one of them.
Comfort ferret? Was it?
Yeah, and then too,
Oh,
like you
Jesus,
can only
man.
have a dog apparently if you can guarantee that it won't relieve itself.
Okay. Well,
Yeah,
we'll
let's
just
submit some paperwork, but not for service animals. They just like started instituting these much stricter guidelines. They ain't like going to Lowe's, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Well, you know, here's the thing. I was a little close to home here. I was in Walmart, and I stepped in dog shit.
Inside.
Big dog.
Inside?
Big pile of dog shit
Inside.
in the produce section.
No.
And some dude had his Comfort Shepherd with him. And all right, I don't care whose toes I step on right now, because I stepped in dog shit in a food section. Dude. Okay, I know, and it had all
Dude, okay. Did you see the video of that lady throwing shit at that employee, at that barista?
I heard about it, but I
Dude.
didn't see the video.
Holy shit, you want to see it?
Fuck yeah, I
All
want to
right,
see
dude,
it.
I
You
watched
kidding me?
it. It's wild.
Now that's like you're a human being.
Oh, dude. Yeah. Okay. I typed in shit throw,
No,
and it's the second video that came up.
Well,
the
of
first one
course
is
it
monkey
is.
throwing shit.
Nah.
All right. Dude,
Okay,
you gotta,
you're gonna get in
check
trouble
this
for
40,
that.
41 second video. Woman throwing poop at Tim Hortons staff.
Oh my God.
They won't let her use the bathroom.
All right.
Apparently.
Where's the poo at?
Oh, it's in her butt right now.
Wait, she's gonna.
It's in her butt right now.
Okay,
Yeah.
so she's gonna.
Yeah, just wait, dude.
Oh hell
It's like
no.
a video of a video, I guess. I like how look, this dude sits down and he's just kind of watching what's going on.
Oh no,
Yeah.
she ain't.
Yeah, look, she like takes that off, gonna set it right there.
She gonna shit right there, dude. Oh no.
Dude, just wait for it. Oh yeah. You're gonna wipe that a little bit, throw it at you. I'm gonna get some more, wipe a little bit more, throw that at you.
Oh, bro.
That was the sped up version.
No, do we have to watch it plop in slow motion, dude? I don't think I can handle that slow, man.
Dude, this is apparently.
That was a whopper.
Oh, this is funny. Alex Jones reacts to coffee shop poop thrower.
Of course he does. He'll blame it on gay frogs.
resistance.
Virtue signaling.
Oh my gosh.
We have been advised. Viewer discretion.
I like Alex Jones's mic stand right there, dude.
That's fantastic.
dope.
Yeah,
I hadn't seen
get you
anything
one of
like that
those, bro.
before. I like this right here. shot.
Oh, it looks like that. Yeah.
But that I like how it's on the table.
Oh, it's in real time here now.
It might be sped up.
He's saying
I
it's
guess.
SJW? Virtue signaling? Why is he throwing that at it?
I don't know.
Wait. He's saying some shit. Documentary format. Here we go. What? He's already saying this is a white SJW liberal throwing shit.
Virtue signaling.
Virtue
bro.
signaling, bro.
You wouldn't throw shit unless you were on the left side of the aisle, bro.
throw
I mean,
shit
let's
unless
be
you're a
real
lefty.
here. But do you know what? In like San Francisco, apparently people just poop on the streets all the time.
You're kidding me.
No, dude. There's an app that will tell you where the poop is. One of my friends. Oh,
I love the
I like
emoji.
how they did the. Oh my god! Yeah, they've got to block that out, I guess.
Okay. Oh no.
Oh my god.
Oh man.
That's wild. Okay, let's
This is a mental illness. This is a mental
poop
illness.
flinging is definitely a mental illness.
Well, apparently SJW lefty.
yeah, Tim Horton's worker, man, got poop thrown at him. Imagine being the guy on shift
I
when that
would
happens.
quit.
That's freaking
Now,
crazy.
Now, here's my question. If you're concealed carry, I'm just going to be real with you, bro. If you're concealed carry and someone throws poo at you, is that a deadly weapon? I mean, you'd really have to question your morals right then. Now, I'm just talking shit. Literally.
Oh my god, dude. I shared this funny ass video. Like Michael Bolton on Office Space.
Jesus.
But it's actually Michael Bolton.
Just a coincidence.
They did that?
They did that, dude. And like it goes.
They did that.
Next minute, right?
I mean, they did like the whole, like all the way the interview.
Any relation to the pop singer?
No. It's just a coincidence.
Oh my god, dude. I love that. I gotta watch Office Space again now I saw it.
Office Space is genius. That movie changed my life.
Dude, when he's sitting over there and he's like, he hollers through the window, he's like, hey man, you want to hang out? And he's like, no man, I don't want you fucking up my life.
Fucking up my life too. That guy changed my whole perspective of the world.
wrist.
Yeah. He changed my whole life. Yeah, I've been laying drywall over to McDonald's.
Dude, you know what other movie he was in that I think is a funny ass classic?
Diedrich Bader. Yeah.
The Beverly Hillbillies.
Yeah, he was Jethro.
Yeah.
But yeah, when he said, what would you do if you had $1 million? I tell you what I do, man. I tell you what I do, man. I do 2 chicks at the same time. And he's like, you don't need $1 million to do that. When you're a guy like me,
You need $1 million.
$1
Oh man, too funny. Too funny.
He made that whole movie, man.
Dude, I just kind of I like getting back here and just podcasting and watching funny ass videos like this, like throwing them up.
I
on
go
the
all
tube.
day, man.
That's
on that
like
shit.
I mean when we do an MMA podcast, we're watching fights. It's when
Now-
we're doing music, listening to music.
I'm gonna loop us all the way back, not the disease.
Full
I'm
circle.
gonna loop us all the way back to Full Circle on Karate Kid. You know, there's an MMA clip of a dude making the crane happen and knocking bro out, right?
Oh yeah, Lyoto Machida versus Vitor
So
Belfort.
you're already on
and
that.
then
Yeah.
Lyoto Machida. Okay, so Lyoto Machida did that to
He's on
Vitor
top of
Belfort,
it.
and Anderson Silva also did it to Vitor
So
Belfort.
it's happened more than once.
Yeah, well, okay, so that's the second time Vitor's done it to somebody.
The
though.
crane is real.
Vitor did it to Randy Couture.
What?
I'm sorry, Lyoto Machida. Vitor got knocked out by 2 different people with front kicks to the face.
Right.
Lyoto does it crane style because he's a karate guy.
Hot damn.
Anderson Silva pretty much does it the same way, but he's a little different with how he does. He doesn't do like the double jump sort of variation. But Lyoto has done that version to Randy Couture and to Vitor Belfort, where he's just like, boom, boom, pop. Yeah, crane technique, bro.
You know, my
Miyagi-Do.
brother is absolutely, he's I can't even tell you. He's obsessed with crane technique. Like,
We do it with kids a lot.
no, he's obsessed with crane.
Oh, like you mean like kung fu?
Yes.
Type
I
style,
mean,
like-
yeah, he's obsessed with it. You know, he's a Shotokan, and he's just, oh man, like he's been studying that for so long.
That happens periodically. I don't know why.
Oh, we off the air?
Just on the audio loop. There we go. Periodically, the audio just. I've had this Mac since probably 2012. So I just need to get a new computer for, like, I am working on building one, but it's like a couple $1,000 investment, and I don't know if you noticed, but out there we got a new deck, and
Yeah, I saw that.
so we had gravel dropped, and if homeboy will ever come when he says he will, or it stops raining long enough, I got to get more gravel. But so, and I need some new Vibram 5 fingers, bro, and a couple of tapestries for the studio. I mean, I gotta pace it all out.
So, my girlfriend rolls in the other day, and you know what she had bought for me? One of them fanny packs.
Dude, the Joe Rogan fanny pack,
I got one,
black or brown?
black leather.
See, dude, I'm getting the black one next. I got a brown one because it looks super nice, but now
Yeah.
I got to. What do you think of the black?
I love it. I didn't wear it today because I came straight from work. but
Do you wear it in your belt loops?
yeah,
Yeah.
just because it gets above my jeans. Otherwise,
Yeah,
it's
I
all
know.
tucked in.
That's what I did. I wore it in my belt loops for the first time the other day.
Yeah,
Like, what I was doing is putting it on over my shirt, like
Mhm.
around where I wanted it to be, and
Mhm.
then pulling my shirt out of it. And
Yeah.
it would, like, kind of ride down on my hips. But
yeah.
yeah, dude, it's a really, like, I'm going to get that. And then also, like, right now I'm just using, like, a backpack to carry my notes and my books and stuff in to teach. But I want to get, like, a satchel, like a Joey Tribbiani man bag.
No, these are the ones that go across
Oh, yeah.
and then fit on the
Like-
back. I love
Yeah, well, yeah. I mean, just like more like, yeah, on the, like a male
Yeah,
type bag.
I've got a couple of those that are really cool. I got one back when I worked at GameStop. I got one as a gift. I really liked. That was like literally 8 years ago.
I want to get something that kind of has the look and feel of like the fanny pack, like the
That fanny
weather,
pack's sweet,
with,
isn't
like,
it?
just kind of.
You got something special you carry in there? Because everybody asks me, what do you got in there? What do you got in there? I'll tell you what I got in there. Non-lethal weapons. I did, man. I got really... I'm already giving my shit away, but I got on eBay, got real happy the other day. I was like, what do police carry, non-lethal wise, And I ordered like police level pepper spray, UV,
nice.
with the UV marker and all that stuff. I ordered like the strongest stun gun in the world. Like a billion, Yeah. I was like, I'm not going to keep that in there for that long, but I just had to have that
I
stuff.
typically carry my 380.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I just take it out of the holster. And
Yeah,
put
it
in
fits
one of the
real good in
packs.
there, doesn't it?
It does. With the holster, it's a little big, but I do like my 380, my wallet, and my keys.
Yeah.
And if I don't carry my 380 all the time though, because I have an enhanced concealed carry now,
Mhm.
but which means I could carry on like campuses and stuff.
Mhm. Oh yeah, those
By
are-
law.
Oh yeah, you can.
But I don't want to just deal with anybody who wants to interpret the law differently or whatever. So I'm not trying to do that. So I typically, when I go to the university, I don't carry with me. And man, I've talked about this periodically, and like it makes me just like now that I carry a lot, it makes me think about like grabbing onto people differently. Like messing around with your buddies. Like a lot of my friends carry.
Oh yeah.
And
yeah.
like I've been like walking across the mat to like fix a heavy bag or something, and somebody like grab a hold of my leg, and I'm like, I have a gun loaded,
Mhm.
and you're on my single leg, and
Mhm.
that gun is on that hip and is
Mhm.
pointing right between your eyes right now.
Yeah, and all you gotta do is
due to no fault of my own, because you
Mhm.
wanted to grab my single leg while I'm walking across the mat.
Exactly.
Like, so I try not to carry. Like I want to have it at the gym, because just in case anything crazy happens.
That's a focal point.
You
right.
know, but at the same time, it's like when I do have it at the gym, I typically, if I'm in my like normal clothes, like now, I don't, I take it out and like put it up in the closet, and, I mean, I put it somewhere else, not there. Somebody's listening, they're going to know where my gun's at, too.
Yeah, but they don't really.
Yeah.
Do they? You keep it in your hair.
I'm probably just not even going to edit out those people's names from that other podcast.
Let them. Well,
Yeah.
you'll find out real quick if they're listening.
I didn't say any weird stuff.
No. You know, yeah. You know, it's strange with the whole carry thing. There's some great carry options out there.
Dude, I've got a 9, but I can't
Yeah, I do
carry
too.
it. It's too big. It's like
Mine's
a total range gun.
Mine is a Ruger P89, which
My 380 is a Ruger.
and it's fantastic, but it's 15 shot Ruger P89, and not only is it 15 shot, it's also got a hammer drop system and double action system built into it, so it's bulky as hell. It's the same gun that Antonio Banderas used on Desperado, and it's but it's big and it's bulky, and it's just it really does weigh you down, and so I'm about to grab me a new concealed carry pistol because that one just weighs me the hell down.
Yeah, man. I like my judo sensei has his own shooting range, and it's not. I went out and shot when I got my enhanced, and it was nice. I wish, and I'm going to that's one thing. Even I'm guilty of, and more people need to do. I qualified, no problem. I hit a 49 out of 50.
It's good.
But a lot of people don't take their. It's like training. It would be like if I told everybody I was a jiu-jitsu black belt, but I only rolled one time a year. When I roll one time a day, or like I roll. I'm typically in the gym 3 sessions a day. Typically, if you count the private lessons and morning class and evening class, or noon class and evening class, either one.
Never go into battle with an unproven rifle, right?
Yeah, so but like at the same time, like I'm only 31, so like I still feel really good, but like I was super sore today. It's end of the week. I've worked out a lot this week, and I can't roll every session every day with every person anymore. Like I just, as a general rule, typically I'm like I will roll rounds at morning class, at noon class, or at evening class, or with one of my private lessons, whichever one comes first, or whichever one I feel the most vibrant. Because dude, it's just not that rolling's exceptionally hard on you, but if you do it 3 times in one day, it is. Plus I've been sparring a lot more lately, just to kind of keep it real and stay up on my shit. And same thing, you gotta stay up with it.
With my fanny pack, man, well, the hip, it's actually called a drop hip bag. It sounds cooler than fanny pack, but I feel like I would only keep non-lethals in it and keep my gun somewhere else, because if someone saw me going for that, and plus people who want to search me,
that's it, dude,
because they'd be like, oh, you just got non-lethals in here, and they don't know, with a concealed situation. I know I hate it's horrible about what happened to Texas today, and I'm going to give out the old positivity, and about Texas. It was a horrible shooting down there today, which I believe happened with a shotgun. Damn. I know, right? You never hear about that. It's always about the old assault rifles, but I don't know. I'm not confirmed about that, but I do know there was multiple deaths, and someone just told me shotgun. I might be dead wrong, and I'm completely sorry about that if I am. But it was a school shooting. But
it's good. One of my private lessons just canceled. I had to touch base with them.
I tell you, man, it's a crazy world, and there's so many copycats going out there and doing this stuff right now. I don't feel safe. Pretty much anywhere
I know
you
that's
go.
a fucked up thing to copycat, but that's a great way to think about it. I think about copycat killers. It's just a version of that.
It is a version of that, and the news. We had to talk about this when I was actually studying newscasting when I was a communications.
You did
major.
do broadcast,
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, right. So dude, look, you should start your own podcast.
I'm
bro.
jackass of all trades, bro.
You could very easily start your own podcast.
I'm thinking about it. Someone approached me the other day. Dude, I've been approached by so
Dude, you know what?
shit.
If you want to do it, I'll let you use that mixer down there in the floor. I would just get. If you don't, I'm sure you probably have a mixer.
I don't.
I use this
Actually,
little
have a
bitty one
PA
over there,
mixer.
but I have nothing to use that for. Right
Really?
Now. It's sitting right there.
No shit.
Yeah, dude. I tell people all the time now, anybody that has interesting shit to say, I'm like, you should start a podcast.
I really should, man. And I've been approached to start a Twitch channel just because my life is never boring.
What is Twitch?
the saddest thing in the world. And I will openly say that, making $3,000 a month, just letting people watch your life.
All right, I'm looking into this Twitch.
It's literally just like, imagine having a selfie stick, okay? And people just watching you do whatever, martial arts.
48-hour Saturday Night Live marathon.
Twitch is literally you streaming your life, streaming whatever. Like I could put a camera in front of my fish tank and people could stream in and watch it. And then they drop donations.
See, dude, look at you. And you're the one who told me about Macaulay Culkin's fucking podcast, dude.
Yeah.
Hey,
I love Mac, dude.
Dude, do you know who Theo Von is?
Hell yeah, dude. I love
Dude, I'm going to see Theo Von.
No shit.
Dude, he's
When?
playing. Not playing. He's doing a performance,
Yeah.
whatever, routine.
You're killing me.
West Siloam Springs, Oklahoma, Cherokee Casino, June 9th, Saturday, and tickets are $15.
You got a crowd going with you?
I don't know for sure. Like I've been trying to tell my buddy Colby, I'm like, dude, Cora already said, yeah, let's do it. So
I love Theo Von, dude.
Yeah, me too, dude. I love his
Everything
his
he's
podcast.
ever said, it's hilarious, man.
And that's the thing is like why I've been trying to motivate the guy. So some people could do a podcast, like they have time to do it. They're interesting. Maybe even have equipment to do it. You know.
I do have a lot of this stuff.
Yeah,
Just
I
sitting in
mean,
my house,
really, all you need is
Yeah.
a mixer,
Yeah.
right? Especially, it just depends on like with me. I've had multiple podcasts where I've had 2 guests.
Dude, I have been approached by so much stuff. Like, if people only knew, I used to be a DJ. I've been approached for male modeling, plus size male modeling recently. I don't even want to go into that shit. Chubs. Like Chubster.
Wow.
No shit. And I was just
Dude,
like, I'm not going to add that to my list.
You should have
just
been like,
yet.
I'm not hairy enough, guys.
Yeah, I'm not. I'm like, let me just. I'm working on not being a Chubster model right now. So talk to me in a couple years, bro. I was just like, come on, man.
Yeah, that is.
Yeah, I was like, come on, dude. I was just like, there's just too much going on in my life right now, man. Come on.
that is interesting. I mean, but there's like, I see this outlet store for like plus size female clothing, and
Yeah.
so it's definitely a thing. There's definitely
The average size of the average waistline of the American male right now is 40 inches.
You know, I will say this too. Like, I've been thinking about this like recently. Like, I think I just joke about my buddy. I'm like, you can't come on the podcast and say things like retard. Like, he just like joking around with him and stuff. And he's like, what do you mean?
Yeah.
Like, just like trying to just like give him shit.
Yeah.
But I mean, things like that, like, and fat shaming
Yeah.
and any of that, like, this is bullying.
Yeah, it is.
You know, and like the older I get, like I was talking to one of my guests because I almost said the phrase, "Oh, you Jewed him down,"
Yeah.
and I was like, "That's an anti-Semitic phrase."
Yeah.
And I wasn't even, dude. I mean, like, grew up going to flea markets, Jewing people on their price.
Common Arkansas lingo.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
And how crazy is that?
Yeah.
But if I would have never seen this movie called School Ties with Brendan Fraser.
Oh, yeah.
It's actually really good.
I've seen it, yeah.
I want to watch it again. I wonder if it's on Netflix. That's where I originally saw it. Because, like, I saw it on there. All-star cast, best I remember. And Cora and I watched it. Here's another one I got to ask you about. You seen the OA?
No.
Holy shit. You ever seen that old school Kiefer Sutherland, Julia Roberts, Kevin Bacon movie, Flatliners?
Oh, yeah.
Think that, but it's got the dude that plays the bad guy in the movie The Patriot. Did he die? That guy, you know.
Did he die?
Yeah, that guy. Fuck
love
that
him.
guy. I love him in that movie,
Yeah.
but damn. You just
Man,
are
wasn't
so
he-
happy when Mel Gibson's like, you ain't cutting my head off.
I'm going to stab
Yeah.
your ass.
But, damn, where was I going when I got off on that Patriot?
OA.
Okay, the OA. So he's like this crazy doctor that sets up this lab in a mine and gets all these people and continually kills them and brings them back.
What
And
the
they
hell?
come back from the other side with like I'm sorry to do some spoilers here, but like he has this whole group of people and he keeps them in these like separated like by glass, and they like start to communicate with each other, but they each time they start going under, they come back, and like some of them will come back with a series of physical movements that they do.
Yeah.
And like all of them, like one of them dies after being brought back, like it's like dead, and they
Is
all
this on Netflix?
yeah,
On
they
what?
all do this physical movement, and they like bring him back to life. Like
I can't wait
like,
to text you about this.
they have to like, but each one of them has one of the movements. It's crazy.
Yeah.
And the very end of the first season ends on a school shooting too. Ironically,
Fuck me.
we went full circle again.
I find myself watching some of the most obscure things on Netflix, but I must be getting old because right now I'm like knee deep in British soap operas.
Dude, I just yesterday I was like, I just Netflixed World War One.
Yeah.
And like saw what they had on there because I was just like, what do I want to make any changes? Do I want to watch any documentaries?
If you need something to put you, to like, you know, calm you down, take the edge off life. I think I told you this. Watch Cheers.
Dude,
You got to get knock that off your bucket list.
A bunch of my friends are
Knock it off your
have been
bucket
doing
list.
that.
You know, and follow it up with Frasier. But seriously, watch Cheers, man. That show, because you can't really watch it until you're in your 30s, because everybody in it is in their 30s. They start the show off in their 30s, and you progress through their lives with them. Fantastic. Hey, can I blow your mind real quick?
Do it.
YouTube.
Yeah. Let's do it.
Put this up here. Ready? Tell me when you're in search.
I got it.
This is for everybody. Ready? Kiefer Sutherland.
Got it.
Whiskey.
All right. Okay, not enough whiskey?
Yeah. Play that shit.
Oh, hold on. Alex Jones came back on.
Damn it, Alex. Not right now.
I gotta cast it.
Mind. Your mind.
Dude, we've gone country a couple of times now.
It happens,
Is
man.
Kiefer Sutherland in a country band that I don't know about?
Just hang on to yourself.
It's gonna be like what's his
You're
name?
not ready for this. I've sent this to everybody this week, but I've saved this just for you.
Dude, what the fuck? Kiefer Sutherland's a country. It's like when Hootie and the Blowfish went country, bro. Or just
This will be
Hootie.
stuck in your head all day, though.
Darius
Listen to this
Rucker.
hook.
I can only think about the movie The Three Musketeers right now.
Young Guns for me. Lost Boys.
Dude, Young Guns. You don't know why. You just are.
We're in the spirit world, asshole. They can't see us.
Yeah, definitely Young Guns. Young Guns 2. Flatliners, that movie I mentioned a minute ago.
Lost Boys was my
Lost
first
Boys,
experience.
definitely, dude. Definitely Lost Boys.
Oh my God, man.
I never got into that show 24. It's
I didn't
ironic.
either. I completely skipped that, and everyone's going to get pissed at that, but it's the truth.
Breakfast the other day, my buddy and I started talking about Kiefer Sutherland. Ironically, I mean, just like I just had a comrade, but dude, little did either one of us know that he had a country album.
And the thing is, everyone that watches this video is just like, oh no, it's just, you know, it's Jack, you know, Jack from 24, and that's not what I see.
Dude, I never even watched that.
All I see is Doc or Lost Boys.
Dude, look at him jamming that guitar right there.
I know.
What
You know,
the
he helped a lot of musicians, struggling musicians, and now he's getting to live his dream, man. This came out 2 years ago. How did we miss this?
Wow.
Right? This was on my feed the other day, and I was just like, stop everything.
Dude, listen to Kiefer Sutherland's full name. Kiefer William Frederick Dempsey George Rufus Sutherland.
I know.
Holy shit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 names.
His father's quite eccentric.
Wow. Been married twice.
This has been stuck in my head for like 3 days, and I was like, I cannot
my
wait
God.
to throw this at Brian.
Did you just? I was like, when John comes over, I'm gonna mind fuck him with Country Boner a little bit. Just like
I've heard that.
I know. I knew you
Don't
would
you
have,
love
but I figured you wouldn't expect me to bust it out. It won't go down.
That's the thing about me, man. I fuck back.
Yeah, he's got an album, 2016, Down in the Hole.
Yeah, man.
Kiefer Sutherland filmography. Let's see what this is all about. Lost Boys in 87. Before that, I got one for you. I can't believe I didn't think of this. Stand By Me. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. With River Phoenix. Rest in peace. Young Guns in 88. Young Guns 2
that had
in
Corey
90.
Feldman in it. Stand By Me was Corey Feldman. And also, oh shit, you need to look up the cast. 'Cause it'll blow your mind who the little heavyset kid in it was. Who he grew up to be. Little country resolution there at the end.
Stand By Me, the film.
Yeah, look up the main cast. I hate that I forgot his name.
Will Wheaton is Gordy. Richard Dreyfuss plays adult Gordy. River Phoenix plays Chris. Corey Feldman. Jerry O'Connell.
That, yeah. You recognize him? He was a little heavy.
Yeah.
Right, yeah.
Okay, what else was he in? Jerry Maguire, Scream 2. Yeah, I definitely recognize that guy. He's been in a lot of TV shows.
River
as well.
Phoenix, man.
John Cusack.
The most.
Kiefer Sutherland.
Yeah. River Phoenix was something else, man.
Yeah, he really was. He really was. I'll go back to that Wikipedia. Back. Okay. Lost Boys, Young Guns 1 and 2, Flatliners. Three Musketeers in 93. That came out when I was a kid. I loved it. A Time to Kill. You ever seen that movie, dude?
Every bit.
Oh, man, I love it. I need to watch that again. I was just talking about the other day.
Yes, they deserve to die, and I hope they burn in hell.
Oh, damn, dude. That's crazy.
Dude, I'm a cinephile, bro. You're not going to name something I probably don't know something about.
Taking Lives. That was a pretty good one.
Yes, it was.
Phone Booth. He was the guy. He was the sniper in Phone Booth with, what's his name? Farrell.
He plays such a really great bad guy.
Dude, how did I pass over this one? 1994. The Cowboy Way.
The Cowboy Way, I have seen more times than probably any of those films combined.
Dude, I love it, man.
My dad loved that movie. Pepper Lewis, Woody Harrelson played Pepper Lewis.
I'd see my buddy that I just ate with named his newborn son Pepper.
I love that name.
And he's like, Cowboy Way, dude. And
Is that where he got it?
Yeah. And I was like,
man.
dude, I love Cowboy Way. And
I love that name too. It's such a great spicy name. No, it really is though. That's funny. I mean, that's such a good name. There was a there was a singer.
That's about all the main ones
for a band named Pepper too.
that I've seen that I like, or that I've seen in general. He has a lot of movies.
There was a singer to a band named Pepper that was featured in Tuesday's Gone on the Garage Inc. album, Metallica.
Are you gonna go see Metallica? They're coming at like 2019. They've already started selling tickets though for to Verizon.
I went to the last one at Verizon.
Yeah. They've come a couple of times since I've been alive that I remember.
I'm not sure. I mean, it's, I went to the last one. You go, it's a powerful experience.
Yeah, I imagine.
You sit there during Creeping Death and get to be part of the part of the audience, and that's a powerful moment in life. You need to do it if you haven't done it.
I haven't seen it.
I don't go to a lot of concerts at this point. And this is going to sound pompous, but I'm just going to say it. When you are a magician, wow.
David Blaine?
I make frog come out of mouth. No, when you are a musician, you sit there and you watch it from a different angle. And
I know.
What's it got plugged
I deal
in?
with that as well. Not to the degree I bet that you do, like watching frontmen and stuff. But too, it's like sometimes you're just like, excuse me, trying to figure it out. Like that's what I noticed, like with watching guitar players.
Yeah, and it becomes more of an observation than
an experience.
just a show. And I don't see the show anymore. I just am there studying instead of.
That's why I don't like. He's got his deer horn out there. That's why I don't like being on the rail at shows. Like a buddy of mine that I go to a lot of shows with that's come on the podcast a few times loves being on the rail. I don't mind it. Like I'm definitely down to get on the rail with him. But what I do, I don't know. That's like when I'm that close, I'm just like breaking it down. And then too, last time I was losing my mind, and this drummer who looked like Nick Swartzen for Dr. Dog, just like he kept looking at me. It was like, and I was like, kept making eye contact with him, and I was like, you're awesome, dude. Why are you looking at me?
Stop looking at me.
It was weird, you know, because it was at George's. It's just super small venue, but it was sold out.
I played there.
Nice. Very nice.
It is small.
But totally sold out, totally packed in. And like at one point, like I look back and I was just like, damn, I don't like having this many people behind me is how I felt.
So I went to the old Juanita's. I've played there like 9 times.
Dude, I think that Juanita's is closed now.
Yeah, it's no longer a thing, I don't believe.
Shit.
But the old Juanita's was such a honor to ever even play at, because you're sharing the stage with so many.
Dude, I've seen some fucking incredible shows.
Yeah, and I've met some really famous people there, and anyways, so we were on this little double date thing, and I went to go see King's X, which is extraordinarily famous in their own right, but from way back in the day. And Doug Pinnick is like in his 50s. He's the bassist / singer for this band. And I mean, they're just playing their balls off. And all of a sudden, we're on the front, packed behind us. And all of a sudden, his pants start sliding down. And he's got this bass, and he's just slapping the bass. And he's like this gangly man. And I mean thin. His pants just start sliding down further and further. And I'm like, oh, maybe he doesn't realize
part of the show.
How much he's sagging the old britches there. And he's openly homosexual. And I'm thinking, he's looking at Tyler the whole time. And I'm thinking, oh, maybe he's just giving Tyler a show, but he doesn't realize his pants might be coming all the way off here in a second. And this is a man in his 50s, okay? And it's not a flattering scene as his pants come all the way off, and he's wearing tighty whities and skinny little legs, and everybody's just like, He doesn't do anything about it. He just turns around and wags his little ass at the crowd. And I'm like, maybe I've been to enough concerts for a while. At least on the front row.
That is fucking awkward.
It was so awkward, and he didn't do anything about it. And we were just like, and the whole time he just keeps looking back at Tyler. And I'm like, Tyler, I think he likes you. But that was an odd moment. If you know King's X, I mean, they're famous, man.
No, I really haven't. I listened to him.
Great.
Oh, that's
great man. Fantastic man. But my God, was that a weird moment. Super famous. And he's wagging that. Yeah.
You ever talk to Tyler anymore?
No, I haven't had a chance in a long time.
Man, that dude was super talented.
Yeah, he was. It is. He's playing with a group up in Northwest Arkansas.
I saw that he put out some sort of little EP a few years ago, I think it was.
Yeah, I've followed him. I've haven't done a great job of staying in touch, but...
Yeah, well, I mean, dude, it's difficult when people move. I mean, even though it's only a couple hours away. But still, I mean, for me, a couple of hours, or you live in California, I'm probably going to see you the same amount of times.
Isn't that crazy? I mean, that's what I tell my friends, even that have moved to Russellville, and I'm in Clarksville. I'm like, you might as well be 300 miles away. You might as well be 3,000 miles away sometimes.
Dude, that's a perfect example, because I've been living up here since when we if you think back to I was seeing you on a regular basis, we're hanging out, that stopped when I moved to Russellville, for sure, even though it's fucking 25 miles. And dude, I tell people this, I'm like, yeah, I go back to Clarksville sometimes, but it's almost exclusively just to see my parents. If I'm gonna go there, I go see my parents, then I come back home.
It's hard to find reasons to go anywhere that's not within your vicinity.
It's like I say, super busy too. So like it's, you know,
It's but that's also, I find that that's where happiness lies, is staying occupied. Those who die young are those often who have nothing else better to do but die. When people quit work, they often fade.
or their spouse dies.
Well, that's
Super
a very
sad,
real
too.
thing. I've watched
Yeah.
that happen many times.
I was just talking with one of my mentors about that. I had a professor that passed away last year, and he passed away like 14 days after his wife passed away.
Yeah, that's
and
happening.
like he didn't have like any serious health problems before that. Like it's crazy, man.
That's happening to my friend Scott. I don't know if you remember Scott.
Yeah.
That's happening to him right now. His dad passed away about 6 months ago, and his mom's about to go too now. And
Damn.
it has nothing.
He's still working at Walmart.
Yeah, meat department. But it's funny how that like went from. Yeah, they're completely unrelated, but still, you can't help but ponder if one had to do with the other.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
I think there's no question. Like, cause I heard about it several times.
Yeah, it's like losing half your life. Pulling my own mother, she was married 40 some odd years to my dad, and I mean she wanted to die for like 5 years.
She seems vibrant now.
Now,
Yeah.
but it took.
Cause you said she's 75.
75 years
She
old.
doesn't look 75.
No, she don't.
She doesn't talk 75.
No, she don't act
She
75.
doesn't sound
man.
75.
Dude, she walks around going to the movies in a Walking Dead t-shirt. Dude, she's hilarious. And it works. She works. And never, she can't be still. She goes to work to get rest because she's always playing. She's always running around doing shit.
Yeah.
That's the only way. I mean, it is, but that's like I was telling Cora after the last podcast is, my parents, I have a strange parental situation. Is my dad was born in 1932, 11 years older than my mom. I shouldn't even exist.
Dude, when you tell me, like, I was trying to explain to
I'm 35.
somebody about how I think I was trying to tell Danny Dring about you being related to Russ.
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah,
Russ Daniel.
it's like a friend of mine, because I was just like breaking it all down. I'm like, yeah, you know Russ this way. And then Caleb knows you. And before I even knew you and Caleb, I knew this guy I was like related to Russ. And I was trying to think about how. And then last time I saw you, you're like, yeah, he's like my nephew.
He is.
And I was like, damn.
Yeah.
Russ is like in his 50s or something, right? 40s, 50s for sure.
Late 40s.
Yeah, he's definitely in
Mid 40s.
I feel like he's in his 40s at least.
I'd have to do the math.
Yeah,
'cause I'm
but
not
dude,
sure.
I didn't realize like Drink's like 56 years old the other day. He told me. I
Yeah.
was like, shit. Wow.
Man, yeah. So my brother's daughter is married to Russ.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jamie.
That's wild.
Isn't it?
and you're like, how many years younger are you than him? Like,
Then my brother?
well, either one.
Oh Jesus, dude. My brother's sister's older than me. Or my brother's daughter is older than me.
That's wild.
So I mean, I've only got one niece that's younger than me. And I've got lots of nieces and nephews older than me, because my brothers and sisters are all old enough to be my parents. Because my dad had 4 kids
That
by the
is
time he was
gangster,
19. My dad had 4 kids by the time he was 19. He was born in 1932. He had 4 kids by the time he was 19, and then didn't have another kid, me, with his second wife, 11 years younger than him. When he was 50 years old, he had me.
Damn.
I got shot out of a musket. So I shouldn't even exist.
That's a fucking funny way of describing it, dude. Holy shit.
I closed up shop and left and pulled down the windows, and
Wow.
so here I am, bro. That's a Theo Von reference.
Shit.
Yeah.
I don't want to hear your inhospitable environment excuses. Against all odds.
Against all odds, man. So I was born in 83, and I never even met my grandfathers because they died in the 70s. Man, they were born they were born in the 1800s, bro. I shouldn't even exist. I have old blood. That's what I'm trying to tell people.
Dude, we should spirit cook your ass.
We should. Because my blood shouldn't exist at my age.
Yeah.
Seriously.
Yeah.
So basically, most people walk around, like they're mutts of so many different races. See, I'm not. My blood's old enough that I have, as a Caucasian, even I've got. Damn it!
It happened again, dude.
Yeah.
I should have checked that memory card.
I have
I can throw in this audio on the end of that video.
That's cool.
No problem.
I got very few bloodlines.
Yeah.
But
well, dude, I do need to actually go ahead and wrap it up.
That's cool.
I'm gonna go help my buddy. We got a guy that has been moved here from Atlanta. That he's been on the podcast several times.
Sure,
he does my MMA show with me, and he and his lady have rented a house. See, he's a nuclear engineer at the plant, and they rented a house. And he got off work earlier than expected. Texted me and asked him if I'd help him load his U-Haul. So I'm gonna go do that. So
I think that's a good thing to do, man.
Well, dude, thanks so much for coming on, bro. It was a pleasure sitting down and listening to some music.
Always
with
a pleasure
you.
being here. Man.
We'll have to create an. We should do. We should either. I mean, I feel like maybe watching it on the podcast is not a good idea. We should watch that Blood and Wine documentary and then do a review on it.
Sure.
On the podcast, so we can do it after the show. So
Yeah.
anytime I'm talking specifically, like we did an after the show on Cobra Kai, that's one of my series I do.
Yeah.
For just TVs and movies and documentaries and stuff like that. So I would be down to do that if you would.
And I mean, any movies you want to talk about?
Dude, just give me a list, bro. Like, because we can do, like, I'm trying to build content and talk about shit I'm excited about. And two, just because of wrapping up finals and trying to coordinate with some guests that have had difficult schedules, I haven't been podcasting as much the last couple of weeks, and it's bummed me out.
Well, I can make time anytime, man. I'm down.
For
and
sure.
I might just go ahead and do this podcast idea you've been talking about. That'd be
Dude.
kind of fun, man. I got Spotify going on, so.
Dude, I mean, you could get set up super easy.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure. Do you have a Shure SM58 microphone?
I do not, but I can get one.
Yeah, I mean, these are, I'm sure you know, just
Not
super
hard.
cheap,
Yeah, not
dynamic cardioid. So, dude, even doing one of these in front of your computer, a little Blue Yeti USB.
Mm-hmm.
So that doesn't even require a mixer, actually. Just
No,
plug straight into the computer.
I can do that. I can do that real easy.
Yeah. Well, right on, bro. It's good talking to you,
Good
man.
talking to you,
As
brother.
always, signing off.